Bisto.
So tell me about the Black IPA style then, Gandy.
Well, so it's supposed to be a roasted...
That is murky.
That is murky. Yeah, I think we might have made a black NEPA rather than a black IPA.
That is a bit of murk, isn't it?
It is quite murky.
Bisto.
I mean, I'm not bothered about the murk. It's not supposed to be a hallmark of the style, though, is it? A black IPA is supposed to be quite clear.
Quite clear, yeah.
Okay, so that's instantaneous.
Instantaneously, I think it's off style, should we say.
It's not jet black.
No, I don't think you'd ever get it quite jet black if you ever look at the malt bill, because the only things that are giving it any colour are the midnight wheat and the crystal rye will again impart some colour. But there's no roasted malts in there. I actually purposely avoided them.
You didn't want the harshness.
Because I didn't want the harshness. Because I've used Galaxy, which can be quite a harsh hop, I figured it probably would be a bit too much to have a harsh hop and a harsh.
Yeah. But it's basically a balancing act. I think that's the art of the... I'm not a black IPA lover, to be honest. It'd be one of the last ones I went for in the fridge. But the balancing act of it is that you've got to get the... It can't be too harsh, and you've got to let the hop character sink through, because after all, it is an IPA, or a NEPA in this one's case.
Or a NEPA. I think we go with that. It's a black NEPA.
Yeah.
So I'm back for another brew day. Doing a black IPA today. We did a brew day yesterday with the old BrewZilla. We, in the post, get some goodies. So we've now got a neoprene jacket, which hopefully will help temperature stabilisation. We've got a whirlpool on, which I'm actually not going to be making use of today. We had a little bit of an issue. Getting it to a rolling boil, steady rolling boil, we had to play around with. So I'm going to, hopefully the neoprene jacket will help a little bit. I'm going to play around with the settings a bit. I did some reading overnight, so hopefully we will be able to get a decent rolling boil. But yeah, I'm ready to mash in. So it's a fairly decent sized grain bill today, 7.35 kilos, which is sort of up at the top end of what the BrewZilla can take. I believe they recommend 7.5 kilos. So one of the more interesting ingredients in this is midnight wheat, which adds an absolute ton of colour, but none of the bitterness that you would normally get from, say, black malt or roasted barley, but it adds a ton of flavour and has the normal sort of wheat properties, so good for head retention, etc., and mouthfeel.
What's the dealio, Gandy? That is one packed BrewZilla.
It is, and my concern is, as you can probably see, so we've got it on reset now, is a lot of the water is just going out. There's two holes for the handle, so when you lift the malt pipe out.
Oh, Gandy says what, I say wort, just FYI.
I'm going to mix it up and alternate now.
Please don't. Get confused.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that will reduce my efficiency quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because rather than going through the grain bed,
yeah, it's going down the outside of the pipe, isn't it?
Down the outside of the pipe. So what I'm going to do, stop the pump for a minute, and let that settle a second. So you just turn the pump on and off there. It's really, really easy. I have got it set up. I think it's on about 35%. Right.
Sorry for the hum, by the way. That is our beer fridge. Yeah, we have a beer fridge, people. So you're going to tap some off and just get that underneath the those handle holes.
Pretty much.
Did you get anything slightly salty? Maybe asparagus-y? No?
No, not at all.
Interesting. Right, it's payback time. Gandy's sabotaged a few of my beers lately. He has oxidised 2 of my NEPAs when kegging. He has ruined the whirlpool bitterness. So, yeah. That'll learn him.
So it's time to mash out now. A nice little thing on this. It's going to mash out at 70. Set. Look at that. Just steady the pot.
Do you even lift some? Do you even lift?
Do you want to go?
No, I'm good. It's your brew. Come on, if I can do the Grandfather basket, you can do that one. I mean, this is great comedy. Oh, hang on. Oh, well, that's the first bit over with. Oh, you only got to bloody well done it. Oh. There you go.
What's that sparging?
That's sparging, baby.
Right, turn the
I charge by the second.
yeah, unplug
That one.
that one. Yeah.
Pump activated. I mean, to be perfectly honest, with the hose and the pump system.
You want to turn it off? It's not.
Turn it off.
Not good enough.
I was saying that regardless of what system you use, if you've got a BrewZilla or any of these all-in-one systems, I think this is really handy for sparging and just moving stuff around the brew house and of course chilling quickly. So basically, people, vis-a-vis, buy yourself a pump and hose set from brewshop.co.uk.
So we've got the Kegland hop spider. So we're going to give it its first outing today. We've just hit the boil, so we drop that bad boy in there. And there's 31 grams of Galaxy going in there for the boil for the full 60 minutes. It's the only hop being used for this one as well. Okay.
The hop character's got to sing through, but at the same time, you just get that nice little underlaying caramelly, coffee roastiness, I guess, of the dark malt.
Yeah, and so quite a lot of I could have used quite a lot of roasting malts. The sort of the bitterness and the harshness comes from the husk of them, whereas with the midnight wheat, I'm not entirely sure what the process is of how they get it to be so dark. I assume they roast it to a certain extent, but it's huskless. There's no husk to it, so it doesn't give it that astringent.
Astringency.
Astringent. Yeah.
That sort of acrid.
Yeah,
bite.
that kind of acrid bite which you would get if you used a lot of, say, roasted barley, for example.
I don't get a huge amount of fruity qualities from the Galaxy. I thought I'd get more like passion fruit and those kind of things that it's known for. I think it may drink better in another few weeks. I think it's one of those ones that's just going to get better, I think, in case.
Yeah, you probably maybe got to treat it a bit more like a stout or a porter where you do sort of let them round out for a longer period.
Alright, oh, you've done the fittings.
Yeah.
These hose fittings for the immersion coil came with the accessories kit, as well as the whirlpool arm.
Yeah, we figured we'd get the whirlpool arm then to see if that speeds up the chilling a bit.
That, the neoprene jacket smells a bit, doesn't it? Reminds me of a trip to Amsterdam.
Any leaks coming out?
Oh, no, we're good.
Yeah.
No leaks.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, hang on. There's a slight leak. Which needs tightening.
Yeah, I won't do it while it's on it because I don't want to.
Who is this brewing pirate? Is that good? Long John Gandy?
Long John Gandy.
Bombs away. Pumping it in. I like that a lot. On the fact that it really foams when you pump it. On the BrewZilla, you've got the option not just to drain the wort out by gravity, but run it through the pump, which is pretty cool. That's a lovely strong flow, isn't it?
It is a lovely strong.
You be happy with that flow?
Pitch that yeast. I'm using WHC Labs Saturated.
You like saturated, don't you?
I do, it's one of my
It's a bloody good yeast, actually.
So I think I'd give it a go in this.
Shout out to those yeast gurus over there in Dublin. May you go well in the rugby tonight against France. Stick it to them. What are you fermenting at? Just 20? 21?
21, I believe it is.
21. Cool, it's got a good aroma, isn't it?
Yeah. It's going to be a good one.
It is quite harsh still, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd probably dial back the IBUs from 52.
You didn't check the pH, did you?
I didn't check the pH.
Naughty.
No, I need to get in the habit of doing that, especially we've got a very nice pH.
It's one of the things I occasionally forget, and taking gravity readings, but...
Yeah, I think I was so concentrated on the fact that we were playing around with the BrewZilla as the second use, that I kind of got a little bit railroaded into new toys, rather than
You railroaded yourself.
Paying
the equipment
attention,
railroaded you.
yeah, paying attention to taking pH, and all that kind of stuff. I would probably dial back the bitterness a bit, maybe 45, probably drop it a little. I mean, I quite like a bitter beer, so it's not too bad for me, but
it's a lot more bitter than a NEPA would be.
Yeah.
So there you go. You've invented a hazy West Coast Black IPA.
You saw it here
first. And then maybe get another hop or two in the mix then.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest about it. The reason I use Galaxy and the reason I use Midnight Wheat is because it's called Boots Void, which is the darkest spot in the galaxy, hence Galaxy hops and hence Midnight Wheat. It was supposed to be much better. And literally it was for the name. That was it. It was for the name.
Ah, Bisto. It's not quite gravy, is it? It's quite brown.
It's quite brown. But overall, I'm quite pleased with it. I haven't had many black IPAs. Quite a lot of them I've had. I always felt a bit lacking, so I wanted to have a stab at doing one myself.
I kind of just don't get it. The whole black IPA thing is a contradiction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because a black India Pale Ale, it's obviously not pale.
No, I think the IPA label was stuck on it for marketing.
Is it a marketing
process?
The marketing men got stuck into it.
IPAs became incredibly popular, and so they kind of went, oh, let's take a roasted malts and put them in an IPA and give it that label. So yeah, I think it's not really an IPA. It's
I think Galaxy was the wrong hop with hindsight.
Yeah, I'd like to do it again and maybe. I don't know, what would you, a bit Simcoe, Citra?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, any of you guys who brewed a black IPA, what do you go with? Do you go for like some more of the West Coast, piney, forest floor, orangey hops, or do you go for the zingy, citrus, more NEPA kind of hops? I don't know. I think an Amarillo might be quite good, like a fresh Amarillo, sticky orange would be quite good. Anyway, let us know about your trials and tribulations with the black IPA style. And
yeah, any advice?
Yeah. On the BrewZilla or black IPAs would be very well received. And happy weekend. Thanks for watching. And we will see you on a brew day very soon.
Yeah, no.
Just call it Fisto.
Yeah, I might rename it.
What other names have we had?
Boots Void.
Oops, I Sharted was quite a good one, wasn't it? Is that one?
Oops, I Sharted again.
Yeah. That Britney Spears song. Oops, I Sharted again.